Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So, today I have another video in the two ingredient series that I started last week. So, today I'm using unrefined shea nut butter and I'm pairing that with an oil, and that is our face and body oil. So this isn't one ingredient, however it contains 12 virgin organic carrier oils. So basically this two ingredient series is just about picking up two items and just using it to make your whipped butter creation. But I would be going ahead to let you know what this oil contains. And before that, of course, you know the procedure. I go ahead to melt the butter down. And just what I'm doing, because shea butter tends to thicken quite fast. So, for example, if you melt it down and put it in the refrigerator and bring it out and just that whipping, it's likely to firm up again. So you just want to make sure that you set aside some oil and just top up as you whip so that you don't need to stop the whole process because of very stiff butter. So our shea nut butter is virgin and organic, and we also carry the refined version, which is organic but refined. So we have two versions of shea nut butter. Actually, we have three because now we carry shea Nilotica, which is the shea butter from East Africa. So that one is a lot more unique because it comes from a certain processing method. That's why it's very soft naturally, and it's used for making creations that require softness. So more like serums and light creams and things like that. So I'm just topping up the oil as I'm going, just to make sure that the butter remains pliable and just gets softer as I whip it. So our face and body oil contains 12 virgin organic carrier oils, like I mentioned. It contains argan nut oil, hemp seed oil, baobab oil, apricot kennet oil, sweet almond oil, macadamia nut oil, golden jojoba oil, rose hip oil, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, evening primrose oil. So it contains a lot of oils, and you just get that in one bottle. So you just need to pick up two ingredients to make this very rich, luscious body butter. So if you don't like using a hand mixer, you can really just invest in a stand mixer and just set it up and just go about your normal business, because sometimes a hand mixer is a lot more work. But I normally like to use it if I'm not making a big batch of whipped butter, just because I have less mess to clean up with this. I just put this in the sink and run hot water through, and I'm all done. So you can definitely use different tools depending on the batch and the quantity of the whipped butter you're making, just to make your life a lot easier. So you can see that it's just over the time just changes as you whip. And if you want a really soft consistency, then you just need to add more oil and whip a bit longer. But what happens is when I get my desired texture, I just stop, because I really like my butters to remain buttery, especially now that we're heading into summer. It gets really hot here in Massachusetts. The other day we were dealing with 90 degrees, and this is just June, so I don't know how July is gonna look. So I want my butters to have a bit of firmness to it, so I just add less oil. But depending on where you are and at the time you're watching this video, if it's winter time, then you might want to add more oils so that you get a lighter consistency to your whipped butter. So I'm just still topping up, and that is pretty much it. It's a very simple video, and these 2 ingredient series, like I had mentioned in the first video. If you didn't watch the first video in this series, definitely go check that out, because I worked with cupuaçu seed butter or fruit butter, and I worked with pomegranate seed oil in that one. So it just resulted in a very smooth, silky body butter. And I'm just trying to show how you just need 2 ingredients to make really nice whipped butters that are super moisturizing, that can be used for skin, can be used for hair in different applications. You don't need to buy a bunch of butters. Just go with what you can afford, and you can still enjoy the natural benefits of this pure vegan creation. So you don't need to add all the butters. Like sometimes I know I want to get all the benefits of a bunch of butters, a bunch of oils, and we do sell those kinds of products on our website. We have the Oslove homemade body butter, where we have virtually all our butters in that whipped butter. So we have a ton of butters in there, as well as a bunch of oils. And yeah, for people that want to have the overall benefit, but you don't have to. Most times you just need 2 ingredients, and that's why I'm doing this series. I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for the next one. Have a great day. Bye. Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. So today I'll be showing you how to make a whipped butter just using 2 ingredients. So I'm starting with cupuaçu butter, and I would be teaming this up with some pomegranate seed oil, as you can see. So this is a new series that I'm starting, where I'll just be showing simple videos using 2 ingredients. So I'm starting with cupuaçu butter and going ahead to melt this down like I usually do, and I would then be adding a half of the quantity of oil that I'll be using, and I'll be putting that in the refrigerator, and while I'm whipping I would add the other half. So this is just a short video, it's not long at all, just trying to show you how you can achieve really silky, beautiful whipped butters using 2 simple ingredients. So I already have a full video where I discuss pomegranate seed oil, the benefits of this beautiful oil, how you can use it to achieve beautiful skin. It is good for the face, it's good for the entire body. It has a really silky feel to it. It is a thick oil, so I'm pairing it today with cupuaçu butter, and I'll be showing you how this works. So the 2 ingredients today are seed oils or seed butters, as you can if you want to call it that, because cupuaçu is obtained from the cupuaçu fruit, which is sort of a seed or pod, if you would call it that, but the 2 pair really well together. So just melted it down and obviously added it into the refrigerator, and now I'll be adding the rest of the oil, just a little bit more to get it really soft and pliable. But as you can see, cupuaçu butter is not really a stiff butter, so if you're looking to make a butter that will remain really soft and fluffy, then cupuaçu butter is the butter for you. So we sell it on Amazon, on our website, as well as on Walmart.com, and we sell very high quality cupuaçu butter, and many people love our cupuaçu butter. Actually, we have the highest number of reviews on Amazon.com, and also on our website we have a bunch of reviews because people just love this butter. As you can see, the color is a deep yellow. It is very silky, and when you pair with pomegranate seed oil, it just brings out a different dimension to it. It's very silky. So the reason I started this series is because I just want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to make whipped butters, because some people feel they need a bunch of butters in order to make whipped hair butter or whipped body butter, you do not need that. You just need to select 2 ingredients that you can afford and that you like, and you are on your way to a beautiful creation. So we sell on our website, and we have customers that sell on Etsy and also on your handmade store, and they just get these ingredients from us and make really wonderful creations. So I was just trying to show you how just 2 ingredients can give you a world of beautiful creations. Very simple, no complications at all. Just melt it down, incorporate it, and you're good to go. So yeah, you can see that this butter is just, this cupuaçu butter just blends right in with pomegranate seed oil, and it is very silky. You may not be able to see, but it's really silky and shiny and not greasy at all. So that's one of the things I like about pomegranate seed oil. Even though it's a dense oil, when you blend it in with butters, it just is able to absorb greasiness, and it gives a bit of a matte feel to the end product. And cupuaçu butter just pairs really nicely with it. So that's why I'm starting this series with these 2 ingredients. So I will be coming up with a different pair in a different video. So be sure to stay tuned to the entire series. There will be a total of 10 videos in this series. So if you are not a fan of cupuaçu seed butter or pomegranate seed oil, then definitely stay tuned, because there will be something for you in the next videos. So I will be showing the next video how you can pair unrefined shea butter with just 1 ingredient. I would not reveal that yet, but stay tuned. I'm sure you would love it. So these cupuaçu seed butter, so in this series I'm actually taking into consideration the fact that it's getting warmer. So the recipes that I'm creating, I am designing them to ensure that you don't just get an oil the next day. So they will definitely withstand some heat and still maintain some of their texture. However, if you are wanting to get a product that is really thick, then maybe reduce the amount of oil in your creation. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm just putting it into a container here. That is all. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. So this is the 3rd video in this series, just 2 ingredients to make wonderful whipped butter. So I'm using murumuru butter and unrefined strawberry seed oil, and you can see the color here, it's greenish. I have a full video on the characteristics of strawberry seed oil, why it's great. And you can see it has a greenish color. That's because the seeds of the strawberry, that's how the oil is extracted. So it's not reddish, it's green. So the first step, of course, is going ahead to melt down the murumuru butter. So I also have a full video on murumuru butter. So I have really made everything easy for you if you want to learn about how to work with these ingredients. So murumuru butter is really an outstanding emollient. It is very renowned for its moisturizing properties. It has a glossy texture to it, and this whipped butter is just my absolute favorite because it smelled just like strawberries. And first I went ahead to melt it down, and you can see murumuru is clear, and there's different variations of murumuru butter, and that depends on what part of the rainforest of the Amazon that it is obtained from. So ours are obtained from a certain pat, and that's why it is whitish. So I'm going ahead to add some of the strawberry seed oil, and I would put it in the fridge for a bit. That's sort of the procedure on here. if you've been watching my videos. And murumuru butter, it's a soft butter, but you need to make sure it's fully uniform. Either it's very well melted or it's not, just so you don't get any maybe tiny particles. But even then, it is very soft. And I just brought it out of the refrigerator here, and as you can see, it is pretty soft. And I'm going ahead to whip it. So like I said, murumuru butter is an outstanding butter. It contains a lot of natural characteristics that make it really great. So traditionally, it was used to soften and protect the hair by the Amazon rainforest women, and they used it for hair growth and also to maintain their land. So it is odorless and tasteless, and it doesn't get rancid easily. So it is very good if you want to make a big batch and just store it for some months. You should be good. So I just put aside some oil just so I top it up as I go along. And this DIY video is just so simple. Just 2 ingredients. Just combine it at the ratio that I would let you know in the description section, and you should be fine. Even if you want to just experiment a little bit, you can't go wrong with this combination. It was just a wonderful combination, and the strawberry scent just came through, and I just couldn't help but, yeah, I had to use it the night that I made this, just because it's just smelled so great. And if you make this, definitely leave me a comment in the comment section, and let me know how you like it, because murumuru is very silky naturally. And after taking a bath or a shower, just apply this, and it's so luxurious on the skin. It felt so silky when I applied it. So these 2 ingredient series that I'm making is also an experiment for me, because I'm used to adding a bunch of butters and oils, but I wanted to just see how 2 ingredients can just shine through. And based off of the characteristics of these ingredients, I just put them together, and I am not disappointed. The 2 ingredients just shine through, and they really worked well together. And yeah, it's just great. So strawberry seed oil, in the video where I went ahead to describe it, it contains omega fatty acids, and it's very nourishing for the skin. So if you like strawberries, then you already know why it contains a lot of vitamin C's, actually more than citrusy fruits. So this definitely nourishes the skin and makes it feel really moisturized and soft. Murumuru butter is also known to prevent premature aging by forming a barrier shield on the skin. So the silky film that it forms on the skin protects the skin from premature aging and other skin problems and oxidative stress and things like that. So it does contain a very high form of oleic acid that is highly sought after for skincare. So as you can see, this butter turned out to be really nice and soft, and I really like the fact that it wasn't too oily. It just melts very easily when you apply it on the skin, and I would show you how it turned out when I applied it on my skin, and just for you to see how it works. So one thing I want to mention about murumuru butter is that it is a great substitute if you do not like coconut oil. Definitely substitute murumuru butter for coconut oil. They come from the same palm family. However, this is superior because it has a greater consistency. So you can see I just added a good amount, and it just melts into the skin. And believe me, it just felt really good, very silky and smooth. And I'm not just saying that, but this is really great. Like, it was a great combination, just murumuru and strawberry seed oil. And murumuru butter has been highly valued in Europe and the US, and they started between 1940 and 1950. So it's been around for a long time. So I do hope you enjoy this video. Definitely stay tuned for more. I will be coming out with another pair next week and even more in the weeks to come. Just leave me a comment if you are enjoying this series to let me know that you're enjoying it. I would really appreciate that. And any feedback you have will be also appreciated. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So today I'm showing you this video. It is number 4 in the 2 ingredient series. And this series is just about making wonderful whipped butters with just 2 ingredients. So first you'll be needing black castor oil. So we sell the organic black castor oil on our website, and you will be pairing this with some unrefined Tamanu butter. So Tamanu butter is a wonderful butter. If you haven't heard about Tamanu butter, I would leave the description about Tamanu butter and the link to the video in the description section here, and you can read it up and find out more about this wonderful butter. It is a mix of shea, stearine, and some Tamanu oil. So these are highly anti-inflammatory ingredients, and they make up this wonderful butter. It is very soft and silky, and actually in the summer months you can actually just use it on its own without mixing it or whipping it up, because it's so soft and just melts very easily. So here I have gone ahead to melt the butter down, and just like I did in the other videos, I set aside some oil and I just top up as I go along. So we actually sell this butter on the website, and a lot of people have testified to how wonderful it is for hair. So it is a very wonderful hair softener. I have very coarse hair, and I showed that on this channel a few times. My hair is really dense and very coarse, so I have no problem with it, but I definitely like it to be soft. So I go ahead and use this whipped butter for my hair. So leave-in conditioner, if you have natural hair, any kind of hair actually, if you have Caucasian hair, you just need your leave-in conditioner first, and then you can top it up with oils. That's the key to successful hair management and hair growth. So here you can see I already refrigerated the melted down Tamanu, and you can just see the blend of Tamanu and black castor oil. It's just incredible. Like, you don't even need to whip it up. Just look how silky it is. It really pairs very nicely, and it locks in moisture in your hair just instantaneously. I do not even need any other extra ingredients. So when I wash my hair, obviously my leave-in goes in first, and then I seal in the moisture with this whipped butter. It definitely helps my hair stay soft and moisturized for days. I don't need to top up or take my twist down and retwist. It just stays nice and moisturized, and you can almost just leave it this way. But this series is about whipped butters, and I would show you how I went ahead to whip it. So Tamanu oil on its own is very medicinal, and in the video where I describe the origins and how it's processed, I go into detail about where this wonderful ingredient originates from and how it is processed. So it's not simply shea butter and Tamanu oil. No, it is shea stearine. That is one of the byproducts of shea butter manufacturing. So that is actually a highly sought after component of shea butter, and that is added to Tamanu oil to form Tamanu butter. So it is premium quality stuff here. That's why it's not cheap, And actually on Amazon, I believe we are the only sellers, or there might be one or two sellers, but we've been selling this butter for many years. Actually, the reason I introduced this butter was there was a research on this butter on, I believe it was Dr. Oz, that discussed the benefits of Tamanu butter, how it curbs inflammation on the skin, on the scalp, and how it just deals with skincare problems like eczema and blemishes and other skin irritation problems. He definitely went deep into the benefits of this butter. So I started making sure that we have it in stock, and we do carry it. We sell it on Amazon, we sell it on our website, and we've been selling it for years, and everybody just loves it. So you can see how it's turning out. Like I said, you don't have to whip it, but if you decide to whip it, it just shows a different layer of the combination here, and it's just a beautiful blend. And if you are looking to soften your hair, you're looking to just have a nice twist out style, or to lock in moisture, I would highly recommend this blend. It's just 2 ingredients. Like I say, you need black castor oil and you need Tamanu butter. So we sell these on our website. If you would like to make it, simply just grab those 2 ingredients and your hair would be set for the whole year pretty much. Like, it can last up to 6 months. This recipe just calls for a certain amount, and I would leave that in the description and how you can combine this. You can also just make your own combination, just varying the ingredient composition and amounts on your own. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and let me know if you're going to make it and what your hair loves in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Bye.